Player one, tell me what's happening. Open wide and get ready for songs that require tight pants for men. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Let's see how you handle this one. Considering its melody's origins, what would be the most appropriate activity to perform while singing the Star-Spangled Banner at a ball game? Starting a fight, performing an impromptu musical, shotgunning a beer, or praying to God for a win? No, but let me just say that there aren't enough spontaneous performances of damn Yankees at ball games these days. Make your move, player two. Let's take a look at the right answer. The Star-Spangled Banner's melody was originally an English drinking song. Say, can you see? Player one, your choice. What are we doing? May I introduce... Hey, no praying in the mosh pit. How does $2,000 sound? Just step up and take a swing at this one. Say a group of Tibetan monks attend a Yanni concert. Instead of chanting Yanni, Yanni, like the other fans, they yell Yoni, Yoni. What are they saying? Stop, stop, vulva, vulva, life, life, or hair, hair? Player... No, get a life, life. Player one, it's yours if you want it. Should have picked this. In Tibetan and Indian religion, the yoni is a symbol for the external female genitalia. I hear that the monks didn't have any panties to throw at Yanni because they don't wear anything under those robes. Player one, give me a category. The category is, I get the Daily Planet delivered, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Uh-oh, this looks like a job for Superman. Lex Luthor has succeeded in combining Clark Kent's home Metropolis with its surrounding cities. Which new name best describes this heavily populated, teeming urban area? Megacropolis, Megalopolis, Megalomania, or Megala Gorilla? Player two, when all cities blend into one, it's called a megalopolis. Looks like Superman should have bought that property in Gotham City after all. Your turn, player two. What's it gonna be?
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah!
Say hello to Bram Stoker's Bacula. $3,000 for this one. Heads up, here it comes. Imagine an episode of Quantum Leap in which Scott Bakula's character leaps into a blastula. What will that week's episode be about? An embryonic sac with a moral dilemma, an inflamed scrotum with a moral dilemma, an evil vampire with a moral dilemma, or an exotic mushroom with a moral dilemma? Player...
That's not it.
Player one, you can take it. One of the earliest stages of development in the life of the embryo is known as the blastula. In its early stages of development, the blastula attaches itself to the uterine wall in much the same way Scott Bakula attached himself to a hit TV series. Let's have a category, player one.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Well, what do we have here? The sounds of psychosis. This one can net you $1,000. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. You're suffering from an irrational fear of 80s duos with bad shaves. What is the most likely term for your phobia? The Nelson Willies, the Wim Whams, the Hebe Bee Gees, or the Vapors? Player one. Now, they were a trio. Besides, there's nothing irrational about fearing the Bee Gees. Player two, it's yours if you want it. Player Wham! 2 smirking guys with defective razors. Another symptom of the whim-whams is bedwetting, the failure to wake up before you go-go. Category time. Player 2, it's your call. And this one is Think When You Drink. $2,000 says you don't know this one. So you think you're a party animal, huh? Well, which of these could you pour into a glass and chug and still rightly claim you're drinking alcohol? Uric acid, cholesterol, insulin, or bile? Take a shot. Cholesterol is a type of sterol, which is chemically classified as an alcohol. You won't get drunk, but you'll be giving your heart one hell of a hangover. I wonder what player 2's gonna pick.
7, lucky 7.
For your enjoyment, whatever it takes to make Jason Bateman a star. $2,000 for a correct answer. All right, put your buzzers on your fingers. Here comes an analogy question. New Amsterdam is to New York as Valerie is to what? The Brady Brides, the Hogan family, Archie Bunker's place, or Aftermash? Player, you know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. Player 1, it's yours if you want it. Player 1. New Amsterdam became New York when the English took over, and Valerie became the Hogan family when Sandy Duncan took over. And most people don't realize, but before it was called Valerie, it was called Constantinople. Player 1, ante up. Excellent pick. Player 2, here's your chance for that potty break, because Player 1, you're on your own for this dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is Wash Your Filthy Mind Out. Okay, here's the bit. I'm going to read off 7 4-letter words, and for each one, I want you to tell me whether it's a popular magazine or a brand of soap. If it's a popular magazine's name, press 1. If it's a brand of soap, press 2. And to skip, press 4. You get 500 for each right answer, and 500 will be taken away if you get it wrong or don't get to it. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Time, magazine or life. Lava. Cell. Dove. Zest. Last one. F. That's all she wrote. Hello, 7 out of 7. Let's throw that into your total. Well, that does wonders for your total. Let's see what's coming up. You have the honors, Player 2.
Aloha, question number 9.
This category is known as, if penicillin doesn't work, get the leeches. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Put it in gear, because here we go. Imagine the hospital drama ER were set during Europe's 14th century Black Death. Because it wasn't a commonly accepted remedy, which of these episodes would you not see? A cannon being fired in the hospital, doctors and patients engaging in sex orgies, Carol arranging dead animals around the ER, or Doug bathing a child in urine? All yours? No, urine bathing was supposed to be good for you. And, hey, if you've got a staff of gorgeous doctors doing it, balls in your court, take a That's a good one. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Rampant sex was not popularly believed to cure the plague, although it is my favorite cure for a headache. Player 2, take your pick. You, my friend, better start getting comfortable, because this one could get steamy. You're joining in on a 3-way. Okay, let me briefly explain here. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. Go Go for your buzzer when you see the correct three-way member lit up. If it's the right match, you'll score. But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the three-way as a group. So, let's get going. The category for this little number is, let's settle this like children, which means we're going to be joined by rock, paper, scissors. Here we go, and for goodness sake, be careful.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
And it looks like we're all done. Let's check out your performance. Player one, I wouldn't call you a stallion, but it looks like you were leading the field on this one. Let's see who's leading the game now. Well, seems to me player one is still whipping some tail in this game. So, is it as good for you as it was for me? Probably better. Okay, let's get on with the game. One down, round two to go. Let's get on it. Okay, I've got a screw for each of you. Oh, damn it. I'll get that later. Here you go. Now remember, you've all got screws, so you might as well use them. Just buzz in and hit the S key to force someone to answer the question. When else is screwing gonna be that simple? Player one, it's up to you. What's next?
Don't look now. It's question 11.
This one's called The Question Formerly Known as Prince. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Think fast. What album would be the work of the artist formerly known as Pi? Well, which one of these is it? Player two, grab. Yep, that little symbol there is the symbol for pi. The math album is really great, but you can only get it bootlegged or in the teacher's edition. Your turn, player two. What's it gonna be?
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Coming at you. Ever have that not-so-fresh feeling? And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Flex those fingers, because here it comes. Say they pepped up boring old panty shields by making them out of the same thing as the Canadian shield. What would be the best slogan for the new Canadian panty shields? Rock solid protection, it has feathered wings as comfortable as a Mountie saddle, or warning, may cause static shock. Take a shot. A Mountie's saddle. So it's a panty shield made of leather. Well, you'd have to wear it a few times to get it broken in. Player one, what do you say? Here's what you should have picked. The Canadian Shield is a huge rock formation that covers parts of Canada and the U.S. I'm assuming these would only be used on heavy days. Player two, give me something. The selection is ew, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Let's rock. Suppose there were a country called Boogerland whose sole industry was making used tissues. What would you call the value of all the used facial tissues sold in any 1 year? Yearly underwritten commodities, gross national product, consumed production rate, or cyclical mean revenue? Player one, hit. The value of a country's entire product output is called the gross national product, or GNP.
Come on, people. We gotta step up production or we're gonna fall behind poop bill this quarter.
Player one, hit me with the category. Oh boy, boy, now it's time for some real trivia. You've got an impossible question coming your way. Pucker up for Do Not Enter. And let's see, this one's only worth $20,000. Okay, you think you're so smart, right? Well, try this one out. Buzz in and type if you know what the answer is. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 9. What number is it? Now or never. Lucky number 7 was the number I had in my mind. But at the very last second, I changed it. Player 1, you can take it. Yeah, let's see what you got, Player 1. Type in your answer and...
Hey, Mom, can I have some money for lunch?
All you had to do is type this. 5 is the number on my mind. Let's see if you can read my mind now to know what I'm thinking about you. Your pick, Player 2. How about it?
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
And I believe this one's called Bad Women's Hairdos and the States That Love Them. How does $4,000 grab you? Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Which of these is an actual official state nickname? Maryland, the Old Wig State, Iowa, the Cinnamon Bun State, South Carolina, the Shag Tree State, or Utah, the Beehive State? Player 1, Utah, the Beehive State. I guess they thought Land of 10,000 Bouffants would be pushing it. Player 1, tell me what's happening. Uh-oh, left nut kick, I'm sore.
It's time for a Cribbage Crash Fund.
Let's see if you can make sense of this gibberish category. Those damn yuppies. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10K. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to be quick. All right, you ready to buzz in and type? With what song title does this phrase rhyme? Flaky Yuppie Gore 2 logo. And don't be tripped up on the punctuation. Go for it, Player 2. Type in your answer. Gee, I wonder where that other guy from Wham went. I wonder what Player 2's gonna pick.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, question 17.
This one likes to go by, come on, honey, I know it'll perk up soon. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. You know that couple from those Taster's Choice commercials? Let's say they're really hitting it off and want to, go all night, but they're out of instant coffee. What could they ingest that would give them the biggest caffeine boost? A can of cola, a cold remedy, a chocolate bar, or a cup of Earl Grey tea? All yours. A cup of black tea only has around 40 milligrams of caffeine, not enough to ensure they'll be up all night, unless they pour it on each other. Make your move, Player 2. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. According to the FDA, a can of cola can have up to 72 milligrams of caffeine, making it a potent caffeine source. Times like these are made for carbonated sugar water. Category time, Player 2, it's your call. Shake hands with 1-900-Dangerous Liaisons. Better wake up, there's $6,000 at stake. So I pick up the paper this morning and I find this personals ad in there. You're gonna love this. Married British aristocrat in search of down-to-earth man to tame my wild game. I push my husband around and he pushes me around. Leave a message and talk dirty to me. Who placed this ad? Lady Chatterley, Anna Karenina, the French lieutenant's woman, or Madame Bovary? A fictional British female aristocrat who cheated on her crippled husband with the gameskeeper was Lady Chatterley. I love stories like Lady Chatterley's Lover. I read one recently written by name and address withheld by request. You have the honors, player 2. The category? Which is it, a toupee or a pet? How does $2,000 sound? Let's see how you handle this one. Suppose that instead of growing more hair, Rogaine gave you mohair. What animal would your head resemble after a few applications? A silkworm, a New Zealand sheep, an Angora goat, or a sterile camel? Player 2. Mohair is made from an Angora goat. The look would be very realistic. Unfortunately, so would the smell.
Hello, handsome. Ew.
Player 2, give me something. Okay, give it up for famous rulers drunk off of their asses. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Put your tray in the upright position, it's time for takeoff. Considering the fact that his or her people were one of the earliest recorded producers of alcohol, which of these scenarios most likely happened? Ivan the Terrible drinking a Black Russian, King Tut is the first underage drinker, Julius Caesar doing a beer bong, or Marie Antoinette whining too much head? Player 2. Since the Egyptians are one of the earliest recorded producers of alcohol, King Tut is going to get loaded. And who's going to stop him? The last guy who carded him got his brains yanked out through his nose. Player 2, take your pick. Eyes on the screen, and remember, all's fair in love and Jack. Here's your clue. Color my world. I'm gonna rock your world in a second here. Good luck. Zone. Check your heart rate and I'll check the final scores! It's Player 2! Player 2, I'm not exactly sure how you won that game, because from the looks of your score, I guessed that you played blindfolded. But I do know this.
That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back.